Come with us, if you will, on a rather special journey. We're going to explore a city, but not in the usual way. We won't be walking its busy streets or waiting in queues. Instead, we'll take to the air. Our destination is Ottawa, the capital of Canada. It's a city of great importance, a place where history is made. But from above, it reveals another side of its character. It shows us a peacefulness, a gentle rhythm that can only be seen from the sky. Here, floating on the breeze, we can watch the city breathe. Our vessel for this unique exploration is a drone, a silent observer with an eye that sees in remarkable detail. We'll drift over grand buildings and follow the gentle curves of rivers. We'll witness the vastness of parks that sit beside bustling neighborhoods. This isn't a rushed tour. It's a chance to unwind, to let go of the noise of everyday life and just watch. So take a deep breath, settle in, and prepare to see Ottawa like never before. Let the gentle flight begin and allow the calm beauty of this aerial perspective to wash over you. Our journey begins here, at the very heart of the city and the nation. This is Parliament Hill. From the ground, its Gothic Revival architecture is imposing, designed to inspire awe and respect. But from our position in the sky, it appears different. The Peace Tower, which stands so tall and proud, now seems like a gentle needle pointing towards the heavens. We can circle it slowly, admiring the copper roofs, now a brilliant green after years of exposure to the elements. They contrast beautifully with the pale, sandy color of the stone masonry below. We drift over the three main buildings that form the Parliament buildings, the Centre Block, the West Block, and the East Block. From above, their symmetrical design becomes perfectly clear. We can see the Centennial Flame, a small, flickering point of light, its water-filled basin reflecting the sky. As we pan our camera outwards, we see how Parliament Hill acts as an anchor for the entire city. The sheer cliff on which it sits drops dramatically to the river below, a natural defense chosen long ago. Below, boats trace delicate lines on the water's surface, seemingly tiny in comparison to the grand structures that watch over them. Floating here, in the quiet air, we're given a moment to reflect. These buildings are not just stone and mortar. They're a symbol of a country's aspirations, its history, and its future. From the grandeur of Parliament Hill, we now turn our gaze to a feature that's just as iconic, but in a much more gentle way. This is the Rideau Canal. From our aerial perspective, it appears as a serene blue-green ribbon, carefully woven through the fabric of the city. It doesn't slash through the landscape, but rather meanders through it. In the warmer months, it's a tranquil waterway, its surface reflecting the passing clouds and the lush trees that line its banks. Our drone follows the canal as it winds its way south. We see the impressive flight of 8 locks that connect it to the Ottawa River. From above, this staircase of water is a marvel of 19th century engineering. We can watch as a boat is lifted, step by step, from the low level of the river to the higher level of the canal. The process is slow, methodical, and strangely hypnotic when viewed from a distance. The surrounding stonework, crafted by hand nearly 200 years ago, shows its age with a quiet dignity, a testament to the skill of its builders. As we continue our flight, the canal becomes a central artery for recreation and leisure. On either side, pathways are filled with people walking, jogging, and cycling. They appear as small, colorful dots moving along the water's edge. The canal acts as a green corridor, a park that stretches for miles through the heart of Ottawa. In winter, this same ribbon transforms into the world's largest skating rink. This waterway is more than just a beautiful feature, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Floating above it, we can appreciate this beautiful irony. The canal has become a symbol of tranquility, a reminder that even in a bustling capital, there are places where one can simply drift and be at peace. Now, we ascend higher, turning our attention to the great river that defines the city's very existence. This is the Ottawa River, a vast and powerful body of water that serves as a natural border between the provinces of Ontario and Quebec. From our vantage point, it's not just a river. It's a majestic, flowing expanse, a silver and blue highway carved through the land over millennia. Its surface shimmers in the sunlight, reflecting the immense Canadian sky above. It's so wide that the opposite shore seems a distant world away, a testament to its scale and power. Our drone glides along its course, revealing the intricate relationship between the river and the city. We see how Ottawa clings to its southern bank, while the city of Gatineau rises on the northern shore. The river is not a barrier but a unifier, stitched together by a series of elegant bridges. From the air, these bridges look like delicate threads connecting two distinct communities. We can watch as vehicles cross them, their movements slow and deliberate from our high perch. The river flows beneath them, timeless and indifferent to the human activity above. We can spot the Chaudière Falls, a place of great spiritual significance for indigenous peoples and a source of immense natural power. Even from the air, we can almost feel the energy of the churning white water as it tumbles over the rocks. It's a raw, untamed element in the midst of an otherwise orderly urban environment, a reminder of the wildness that is never too far away. As we drift above this magnificent waterway, a sense of profound peace settles in. The river's constant, steady flow is calming to watch. It's been flowing this way for thousands of years, and will continue to do so long after we're gone. To see it from above is to understand its importance not just to the city, but to the entire landscape. Our aerial journey now takes us across the river to a vast expanse of green that stands in stunning contrast to the city. This is Gatineau Park, a sprawling wilderness preserve that serves as Ottawa's natural playground. From the sky, it appears as a rolling sea of trees, a thick, textured carpet of countless shades of green. Its sheer size is, honestly, just breathtaking. The city's edge seems to stop abruptly where the park begins, a clear and definite line between the human world and the natural one. We fly deeper into the park and the signs of the city vanish completely. Below us, we can see pristine lakes, their water so clear and dark they look like polished obsidian set amongst the emerald hills. We can trace the winding roads that snake through the park, looking like thin grey ribbons from our perspective. These roads lead to hidden lookouts and secluded beaches. One of the most famous spots is the Champlain Lookout, perched high on an escarpment. From here, the view is legendary, offering a panoramic sweep of the entire Ottawa Valley. The park is a living, breathing ecosystem, and from above, we can appreciate its incredible biodiversity. The dense canopy of the deciduous forest is home to an immense variety of wildlife, though they remain hidden from our aerial view. What we can see are the patterns of the land itself, the ridges and valleys shaped by ancient glaciers. We can see wetlands and beaver ponds, their surfaces glassy and still. There is a profound sense of untouched wilderness here, a feeling of stepping back in time. As we float silently above its endless canopy, it is easy to feel small and humbled by the scale of nature. The park is a gift, a treasure of conservation sitting right at the doorstep of the nation's capital. Leaving the vast wilderness of Gatineau Park, we return to the city itself, but our focus, still remains on the color green. From our aerial vantage point, it becomes wonderfully clear that Ottawa is not a concrete jungle. Instead, it is a city woven through with an abundance of green spaces, almost like a patchwork quilt of parks, gardens, and tree-lined streets. It really seems that wherever you look, nature has found a way to flourish right alongside urban development. We drift over Majors Hill Park, which is located right next to the Parliament buildings and the Fairmont Chateau Laurier Hotel. From above, we can see its carefully manicured flower beds, creating vibrant splashes of color against the green lawns. We can also see the winding pathways where people stroll, enjoying the view of the river and the canal locks. It is, honestly, a tranquil oasis in the very center of the city's most formal district. The park's design is elegant and intentional, a perfect example of how landscape architecture can create pockets of peace and beauty amidst the hustle and bustle of city life. Our drone then floats over the city's residential neighborhoods. What is striking from this height is just how many trees there are. In older areas, the tree canopy is so dense that it almost completely hides the houses below. The streets become green tunnels, their leafy branches reaching out to touch each other. This abundance of trees gives the city a soft, gentle appearance. This perspective reveals a city in balance. Ottawa is a place of grand national monuments and important institutions, but it is also a city of gardens, trees, and quiet green corners. Floating above it all, we can see this philosophy laid out before us. The city is not just built upon the land, it is intertwined with it, creating a harmonious and deeply peaceful environment. From our serene position in the sky, the city's infrastructure takes on a new and unexpected beauty. The complex network of roads, highways, and bridges, which can feel chaotic and stressful on the ground, transforms into an elegant and intricate dance. The Queensway, the city's main expressway, cuts a wide, sweeping path through the urban landscape. From above, the steady flow of traffic becomes a mesmerizing river of light, especially during the twilight hours. The individual cars lose their identity and merge into a single flowing organism, moving with a surprising grace and purpose. The bridges of Ottawa are particularly captivating from this aerial viewpoint. We have already seen the ones that cross the Great Ottawa River, but there are countless smaller bridges that cross the Rideau Canal and the Rideau River. The elegant arched structure of the Laurier Avenue Bridge looks like a stone skipping across the water. The more modern functional bridges for transitways and railways create strong straight lines that contrast with the gentle curves of the waterways they cross. They are the stitches that hold the city's different neighborhoods together, allowing for the constant flow of people and commerce. Observing the city's layout from above reveals patterns that are invisible from the street. We can see the grid-like structure of the downtown core, with its neat, intersecting lines. This then gives way to the more organic, curving streets of the suburbs, which follow the contours of the land. We can see how the city has evolved over time, with the older, more compact areas giving way to the sprawling developments further out. This perspective allows us to appreciate the sheer complexity and ingenuity required to make a city function. But from our peaceful vantage point, we are removed from the noise and the rush. We can simply admire the form, the flow, and the intricate choreography of a city in motion. It is a ballet of engineering and human activity, beautiful in its complexity. Our aerial journey is now drawing to a close. It is time to begin our gentle descent, bringing our perspective back down to earth. As we slowly lose altitude, the details of the city begin to re-emerge. The tiny specks of cars become recognizable vehicles, and the abstract patterns of streets resolve into familiar roads. The sounds of the city will gradually return, but perhaps we will hear them differently now. Having witnessed the overarching piece of the landscape, the noise may seem less intrusive, just one small part of a much larger, more tranquil picture. We have seen Ottawa from a viewpoint that few get to experience. We have floated over its most famous landmarks, followed its historic waterways, and marveled at its vast green spaces. This journey was not about memorizing facts or rushing from one tourist spot to another. It was an exercise in observation, an invitation to relax and to see the world from a different angle. The drone, our silent guide, has shown us the city's soul. The lasting impression of this flight is one of balance. Ottawa is a city that masterfully balances its role as a national capital with its identity as a place of natural beauty and calm living. It is a city where grand architecture sits comfortably beside wild rivers, where bustling politics coexist with quiet parklands. This harmony is the city's true character, a character that is revealed most clearly from the sky. The peacefulness we felt while floating above is not an illusion. It is an essential part of what makes Ottawa so special. So, as we touch down, we carry this new perspective with us. Whether you visit Ottawa in person or simply close your eyes and recall this journey, we hope you will think of the city's gentle rhythm, its green heart, and its serene waterways. For in the gentle dance between nature and civilization, Ottawa has found a truly remarkable and peaceful harmony.